When we had an Australian gay lesbian conference down at La Trobe University, I'd shown some interest and I was created a Sister Mary Outrage Checkmate. I suppose at that time we didn't realise how important that'd all be.
I am a female, but that makes me the first female gay male nun in history. But I felt I was strongly drawn to this order very soon after Mother, and I have assiduously followed this calling ever since.
Each of us select our own names. We try to pick something which is outrageous and funny and has some kind of message. I picked this name Soissons Neuf.
I thought fairy is a gay person and penguin is a name for a nun, so it's just a fairy penguin, and I like it.
All safe and sensible, all pleasures great and small, all men wise and wonderful, we do enjoy them all.
Certainly the real article nuns think we're quite foolish and laugh, I think, at the fact that we'd go back into the habit that they've managed to avoid, but they also see the point that we're trying to make, and I think they understand and usually have a great joke with us.
Gracious, dignified figures, conferring amongst ourselves. We've been bounced up to by indignant elderly, I was going to say gentlemen, but that's not quite what I mean, saying things like, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves, you fellows, it's absolutely disgraceful what you're doing. So I turn around and say, yes, can I help you? And this all gets to be too much. They just blow fuses right across the board and go away and leave us alone.
Each little bit of massage's fingers on my skin. We love the thrill of cuddling, we love our tits to sing.
But I too feel that we have joined this order as a protest against the structured, regimented, judgmental attitudes towards sex and sexuality.
All men wise and wonderful, we do enjoy them all.
Most people, I think, enjoy us. We can do some things like creating saints while they're still here. We have a saint here in Melbourne, St Philip the Large of Abbotsford. Phil Carswell did a lot of work for the gay community at the start of the AIDS issues. We have another St Anne on hold, who's Anne Midge from Fairfield Hospital. So there are things like that we can actually do and recognise people.
I'm just having a word with Sister Rhythm Method about her wonderful shrine.
Yes, this is in commemoration of its creator, Sister Rose Incarnate and Sister Analingus Cunnilingus, and I wear it to commemorate them. They died of the dreaded HIV a while ago, but I wear it on for festive occasions and because tonight's a very good cause with the raising the funds for HIV/AIDS.
Yes. Hello. God bless you. 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 Yes, that's a lovely brooch you've got there.
Yes, it's called a crucifix, dear.
I was invited to a rough cut of the Celluloid Closet, and at which point the producers and Rob Epstein and Jeffrey Friedman said, what do you think of the narration? And I had to be honest with them and tell them I didn't think it really pointed up the real themes of Vito Russo's work, Vito having written the book version of the Celluloid Closet. And they asked me if I'd like to come on board, and so I did. It's not the kind of writing I'm used to, but I was happy to adapt to that form because I believe so much in Vito Russo's book. People who haven't read The Celluloid Closet really must, because it's the best book, I think, that's ever been written about homophobia. Mm-hmm. And it shows you the way gays and lesbians have been presented as these sort of twisted, tortured characters throughout film. or as clowns. I mean, there have been different different phases. There was a phase about 10 years ago when we were all serial killers. I made it clear to Rob and Jeffrey when we first started discussing who might narrate the film that I thought it was important that the film either be narrated by a civilized straight person,
Susan Sarandon,
like Susan Sarandon, or Angelica Houston, or Alec Baldwin even, who's been pretty good lately about gay issues, or an openly gay actor like Ian McKellen. In fact, Vito Russo himself asked me to ask Ian shortly before Vito died if he would do the narration. So I'm not quite sure how we ended up with Lily Tomlin, but I was told before we actually went into the studio that Lily had decided to use this film as a vehicle for her coming out. So I was perfectly delighted. But it wasn't until several months later that I discovered that she had once again backed out. And so when I was asked about it, I didn't go after her. I kept quiet. In fact, my chief interest has been in seeing that the themes of this film get across. But when I was asked by a reporter for the Village Voice how I felt about this, I said how I felt about this. I'm not an adversarial person. I like to get along with people. I hated that controversy with Lily. I hated it because I worship the idea of harmony, but I also value the truth and honesty. And when I see hypocrisy, I have to step forward and say something about it. And so it was tough for me. I've done this before. This happened when Rock Hudson announced his AIDS diagnosis, and no one around him was saying that he was gay. They were coming up with preposterous stories about anorexia and all sorts of things. And it was clear to me that Rock was on the verge of being exposed in a very ugly way by the tabloids. And I felt that someone had to step forward and speak responsibly to the mainstream press and say, of course he was gay. Everyone knew he was gay. Everyone loved him. This is nothing to be ashamed of. Please try to grow up and deal with this. And in fact, the American press did just that. They did very civilized write-ups around him. And as a result, he received 40,000 letters of support from largely straight fans who said, we love you no matter who you are. But I had to make that decision, and I came under a huge amount of criticism. This was 1985 from gay people who said, how dare you say that terrible thing about him without his permission? Well, I think we have to get to a point where we say unilaterally, we no longer consider it to be terrible. We consider it to be perfectly ordinary, and we are not going to protect other people who do not feel that way because we believe that their attitude is what's damaging us. And I think I have that right to do. I don't play by those rules. I really don't play by them. I think the term outing was invented. I know how it was invented. It was invented by Time magazine because they had to deal with the fact that there were people like me who were being honest about their own sexuality and the sexuality of others. I never heard a gay person use that term before it appeared in Time magazine. Because it should never be a scandal. I don't think you should ever say so-and-so is gay, and that makes that person, that's something that person should be ashamed of. I mean, that's what we do when we accuse someone of being gay. I don't accuse anyone of being gay. I state it in a very ordinary, matter-of-fact way. I sometimes accuse them of being a hypocrite. Now, that's an entirely different thing. The criticism should be about the secrecy and the lies, not about the fact of someone's homosexuality.
Let's go for a bit of a wander, shall we? Now, because this is the Melbourne Drag Awards here. Hi there. Hi there. I'll just come up the stairs here. Hello. Is it hard work doing the face on Monday?
Not really. We're full time, which is good. Hello everybody, my name is Surin Sikrin.
I am quite intrigued by your breast line here. Lingus, you are one of the award winners here tonight.
That I am.
What award did you win?
I won Best Stage Assistant.
What size are we?
These breasts are double J.
Where did you get this
from the Philippines. Somebody said, and when I went to the ladies, they said, oh, what a lovely Versace. I said, thank you. And they said, pity it's a copy.
It hasn't been that long since we've actually spoken together on camera, has it really?
Well, it's only been a couple of weeks.
She won
Best costume.
Okay, and this is the award?
Yeah, this is the award. Ta-da.
Glass or Pyrex?
Good evening, Kaye.
Two of the big celebrities here at the Melbourne MDAs.
Yes, it sounds like a drug.
What award were you nominated for?
A culture performer.
Cultural performance.
Yes. Well, I live like this. If you come to Madame Tussauds, I could serve you a cup of coffee.
Is Ray Martin here?
Oh, sorry, I thought
He might be in a frock. What do you think about getting dressed up on a Monday?
It's a pity it's not a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as well.
They kind of get in the road a little bit. They do. You're sitting right down here at the front.
I am. I was lucky. I got a good table.
Is it maybe a little bit too close for some of those girls on stage, though, do you think?
No.
Oh, hello. Where are you all from? It's very exciting. My God, there's cameras. Just another gig, really, for you.
Oh, but I'm a bit more special this time.
Heard that you were doing a routine about a particular bar that had burned down.
Did do that, yes I did.
Did you have that one sort of in the back of the closet?
Well, I had the costume ready and it was so appropriate. I thought, well, you know, I can't not do it.
Heavy credit to the committee, which I'm a part of. And Jamie Lee has just been a marvel.
Which camera do we look at? You don't know either, do you?
I'm looking at which one. You've got a bigger one than mine.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, it's much bigger.